And good morning, people. Welcome back to the Legend of Dragoon. It's nighttime in Flets. Actually, quite a nice city in the night. Also, still quite the bustle of activity because, well, it's a town of astrologists. Of course, they do their best work at night. We've had mixed luck. We've seen some good things. We've found some stardust. We've got some items. We've also seen some bad things, which is Princess Emil, who seems really, really rude. But we've also met up with Festa, who has given us some information about the moon that never sets, and how it has connections to the Black Monster. Not exactly pertinent to what we were coming here to do with Lloyd, but it's a bit of information we didn't have before. But we need a place to stay because the inn is very full. And there is one more Stardust in this town somewhere. But where it is right now, it's the only thing that I can say is I believe it's near a table. But it's not that table up there, I don't think. My belief is that it's actually over in the area just to the right of the cathedral. Yeah, the centre is a cathedral or church. But I think it needs to be day for us to get it, which is fine. The night ends sometime. So let's find a place to stay, shall we? Good morning to you. Representative of the Green Project, turning the brown barrens to green, deserts to forest, so on and so forth. Your typical environmentalist. That's nice and all, but we really need a place to sleep. Please drop by any time. Essentially, we have to agree to be part of this. Because otherwise, well, we can't exactly proceed with the game. Actually, yeah. We have one person in our party that is actually very, very much invested in this. And also will talk as much as Nello. Not allowed to leave town either. Yeah, the guards won't let you leave town because of the thief issue that's going on at the moment, or the bandit issue. So, yeah, we're stuck here. Yeah, Albert. Albert and Nello are going to speak to each other all night long. You remember that dart, do you? Yeah, they will. And a lot of other things for the King Albert. And yes, they really did speak all night. Have we been to Donnell, known as the Flower City? Yeah, you have a good vested interest in that, don't you? No signs of Lloyd. Well, yeah, there's not really much here. He didn't tell a lie, but we are behind. He could have just moved on. A motley crew like us? Yeah, you could say that. It's not your typical grouping, is it? Well, if you go by JRPG standards, it's actually very, very much your typical grouping. Mercenary, normal girl who picked up a bow from nowhere, uh, Rose the grouchy, a dark swordswoman, martial artist, and a king. Well, we'll try. Plus, we've got a good bit of headway in that because Dart literally doesn't care. It's not that he can't speak with courtesy, he sometimes has. It's just he's not your formal type. Might be the case. And you did say that you were going to just travel around with us as a dragoon rather than a king. And there is another town called Donnell, which we've seen mentioned a few times. Yeah, let's leave as soon as possible, but first I need to go and find this last Stardust. So this may take a moment. Oh right, I forgot about this. You actually get a show. There it is. Knew it was on top of one of these things, but yeah. Oh well. So that's 25 Stardust, which is exactly how many I'm meant to have. So now we can move on to Donnell. And, well, new map. We're a little bit west of Serdio now. If we go south down the long path, we will reach the gateway back into Serdio. But where we want to go is north, up to Donnell. And welcome to the Barrens. We're going to see a lot of this place, not because it's interesting, but because we literally have to traverse this place a lot. Done properly, you get into 2 fights traversing this place, but generally that's for Hashel, isn't it? Yeah. Generally, you just don't want to deal with anything in here. Not again, not because it's interesting, not because the fights are hard, not because of anything. It's just to get to Donnell from Fletz, you have to go through the Barrens. To get from Fletz to get through Donnell back to Fletz, we've got to go through the Barrens. We are going to see this place and traverse it a lot. Field Lizard and the Arrow Shooter. The Arrow Shooters can drop a weapon for Shana. I think it's called the Bemusing Arrow, which has a chance to bewitch an enemy. I have had it drop a couple of times in the past. Whether I get it now is a different matter. And yeah, Hashel's in the party now. Now he's a Dragoon. It's time to start working on his everything. At the moment, he's gone back to double punch, so we'll be able to see that now. Which is very simple. 1-2 punch. Other than that, again, there's not really any danger with these fights. Honestly, there's not. It's just you're going to see them a lot. I need to put the therapy ring back onto Shana if she's going to be in the party, don't I? Oh, did I stun you? I did. There you go. There's the Beast Fang in actual working order. Okay, am I good? Yeah. The first time through the Barrens is the most interesting. Let's put it this way. This is where you get your items for the first time, and the only real time events happen. Not really. I think the real answer is, do we care who you are? Are you? The Garrick gang. We're so bad we scare ghosts away. Well, good luck with that. How should you cook them? How about we put you into a red fire with some lightning seasoning and light night shone on you, or a miserable ending like Albert's saying. So the Garrett gang and Meppy. All darkness based. Meppy is definitely the most dangerous of the lot by far. And since there's free here, we might as well get some use out of explosion. Yeah, not too bad. Shana, you still got one more Dragoon level on you, one more Dragoon turn on you. How about we go with Star Children? Hashel, you can just punch things. Because, well, you don't have a Dragoon turn at the moment. Did you just disappear, Mappy? I didn't expect you to just disappear like that. Yeah, let's defend on you because you took a bit, and One more explosion. Yeah, let's just finish these off. Probably only needed to just hit them once with Shana, but overkill isn't exactly a bad thing in these games. There you go. Now, Mappy, do you want to come out and play? Wow, I missed that thoroughly. If I had a translite, which I could have bought in the other town, that would have been nice, but you don't really need it for Mappy. So, Hashel. Atomic Mind. Single-based thunder attack. The big issue with... Well, it's a issue with Hashel. It's not exactly bad, but all of his magic is single target. They are probably some of the stronger end of magic attacks, but put simply, you don't get any elemental strength out of it. Remember, thunder is on its own. It can be resisted, but it cannot be used to hit other weaknesses. As for his Dragoon edition, let's see if we can get it. That's really the best thing for him to do. He excels in physical hits. His magic is pretty decent, but Hashel always excels in physical hits. And you're down to red. Thank you for missing. I doubt the stun is going to work on you. Especially when we actually win the fight. Is that what I think it is? Considering reactions, that's exactly what I think it is. That was the red-eyed dragon spirit. Total vanishing, which is... I don't even know why we would get something like that, but that's a bit of money for me. Levels for people. So we may have won the fight, but we just lost something pretty important. Yeah. If we go this way, I think we get to a gate. I'm not entirely... Yeah, I'm pretty certain this is a gate that we can't actually pass at the moment. Yeah, scorpion. You can also find these in the barrens. Scissor hands. And yeah, you might notice that Dart doesn't have SP anymore because he doesn't have his Dragoon spirit. At this point, he literally can't gain Dragoon experience. He can't gain SP. Because he just literally does not have it with him. Which is good in some way because it sort of holds him back while the others can catch up if you're going that route. But it doesn't really matter either. Scissor hands though, hit hard, can poison, typical scorpion thing. So in terms of additions at the moment, having him on Burning Rush at the moment is pretty pointless, to be perfectly honest, because it's his weakest attack one and he doesn't gain SP. Yeah, we're going to get more experience on it, but I think I'm going to switch over to Crush Dance, at least until the story progresses a little bit. I'm going to do one more Burning Rush so we get the 60 experience, and then we're going over to Crush Dance. Crush Dance is a lot better in terms of damage. It's 150 base to start and only gets better. Yeah, big gate. Nobody without a pass can get, well, past here. And nothing precious here. There's no, and this place is actually extremely dangerous. So maybe they didn't go this way. Maybe we'll have to head on to Donau. But let's go back to the Barrens. Let's finish passing through there. After we have fights, of course. There is also something to say for actually just stopping doing additions with Dart completely. Because of the way that he doesn't gain SP at this point. That it's better for other people to have this opportunity. But to that I say, you're just making the fights harder. You're just making them slower. So I'm just going to continue fighting with Dart because it makes sense to. Recovery ball. Recovery balls are exactly what you think they are. Attack balls do a random attacking spell. Recovery balls do a random healing spell. Sell them, buy healing potions. Simple as that. They sell for 50. You can get 5. You can get 5 healing potions for that. Plus, there's another 5 healing potions right there. And have a lot more assured way of healing. Let's get the last fight in this area. See if we get anything new. But these 3 screens, the one I came into, the crossroads and this screen, that's everything. There is nothing more to the Barrens. It is literally a place you pass through so many times, and it makes no sense to be here, but it's here for us to pass. Earthshakers, really tanky, really strong, and light to stun. Shano, I think you need to defend a little bit. And that's Crush Dance. Do I have any special? Because going up against these are really strong against physicals, but magic-wise, they're not that tough. And might as well use this Gushing Magma. Could have used it in the fight against Mappy, actually. Oh well, it's used now. One more thing out the inventory. So that's our first travelling over the Barrens. We will be seeing a lot of it. Next time, we're going into Donnell, the Flower City. It's going to be quite the difference between this and Flet's. You'll see it almost immediately. Until then, have a wonderful day, have lots of fun. Goodbye.